Hello, everybody. Phil Tyrone and Natalie Sanchez.
Hi, everyone.
We're going to talk about collections, right? And collections that are on your credit report. It's a common question we get. And people say, oh, I'm going to pay off my collections to raise my credit score. We hear this over and over and over. And I want to tell you something that's really, really important. If you pay a current collection, if you have a collection account and you pay it, and it's over 2 years old, it's going to have an immediate drop on your credit score if you pay it. Okay? And what I learned this when I was in the mortgage business, I'd be doing loans, and as part of the approval, the bank would say, you got to pay these collections off. And I had clients that would just go pay it off, and their credit score would drop and they couldn't get approved for the loan. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Right? I mean, think about that. They pay a collection off and your credit score goes down. It's because it becomes current. So cautious. Do not do that, right? So I'm starting off with that, Nat. What am I missing? Anything you want to add before I keep going?
I mean, I think just the biggest thing is if you have a collection and it's older than 2 years old, don't do anything about it.
Yeah, well, not yet. Not yet, right? Because what we talk about in our program is you need to contact the credit bureaus to what we call send a validation letter. We want you to see what information they have from you about you and about the collection, right? Because then you can start negotiating with them, whether you pay it down or whether it's improperly being reported, or it just gives you a cadre of information that you can use to negotiate with them. Mm-hmm. And that's the most important thing. Collection companies will lie to you to get you to pay. I mean, we have people that are contacted years after the statute of limitations are recorded. And what statute of limitations are about debt, if you have debt for X number of years, it depends on your state. After a certain number of years, it becomes uncollectible. They can't collect it, right? And so when it becomes uncollectible, you're still going to get collection letters from them saying, hey, pay. Some people pay it without even knowing. And the collection companies know this. Mm-hmm. They know when we send a collection letter out, they send a collection letter out. A lot of people are just going to pay blindly, and it's a mistake. Do not do that. You send these, we take you through the process of what to do. And part of it is negotiating to pay it down. Part of it is negotiating to see if it's even valid debt in right now. And it's just all part of the process. So like Natalie said, you have an old collection, do not pay. I'm not saying, I want to make it clear that you shouldn't pay your bills. No, absolutely not. We just there are laws in place and rules in place which protect consumers that we need to follow. And that's what we're doing. Yep. Nat, what am I missing?
I mean, I want to just kind of go into the whole negotiating. Collectors, they just want to collect something. Yeah. Of course, they want to collect the full balance, but you have negotiating power as well. I mean, I think the biggest thing, too, is to follow up with them that they report that it's paid off, to the credit bureau. So there is some follow up, but you can negotiate that number down. And you just have to really be persistent. It also depends on who you get that day. I mean, I've had students of ours who have called back every day. They got one answer, no, you have to pay the full amount. And then the next day they call, they speak to someone else and they kind of approve, a smaller amount. So it's about persistence and there's definitely you can definitely pay it down without having to pay it in full.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And a couple of things come to mind on that. So first of all, don't get on any payment plan with a collection company. Mm-hmm. Don't get a payment plan, because then it reports every single month, keeps your credit score down. What you want to do is save. If they do have the proper information and they do have the right to collect and they're going to sue you or whatever, you want to save as much as you can and come to them and say, hey, I can pay X, 20% of the amount. It's $1,000, I can pay you $200 now, right? Chances are by the time they get it, they're buying this debt at 5 cents, 10 cents on the dollar, right? So it's very, very low. So that's just something to consider. Mm-hmm. The second thing is you want to keep in mind what your future looks like, right? So if you're buying a home or going to buy a car in the short term, you're going to want to handle this a little different because you want to be nuanced about it, right? So, and that depends on how old this collection is. If it's very old, be careful. If it's new, it's not going to have as big of an impact if you pay it off.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, that's all I got. Natalie, anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
Feel free to send this video to anyone you know who would find this information useful. Thanks for your time, and thanks for joining the contest. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.